This anime was hard work to get to you all due to numerous copyright claims and such. It really hits the monthly income. It's why Patreon is so important. If you can spare even $1 a month, it helps a lot. Link in the description. Thanks so much. I'll be real, this was always going to score max wins when I knew it was my boy singing it from Creepy Nuts. I love those dudes, and especially the main singer. He's sick. I've got like 5 or 6 of their songs on my phone. Anyway, gorgeous visuals too. Really reminds me of the art style from Ping Pong the animation in certain places too. Really good stuff. Let's go.
Huh?
だから金貸してくれねえなら今日のデートはなし。
2 wins here. Firstly, very nice animation noted right off the bat. I like how the camera follows him too. It's a very unique and clean style to the anime. But also kawaii. That was sick, and right away I'm also going to throw out there that the angles are also unique as hell to boot. Won't bang on about it all day, but there's an amazing follow-up example. Very sea creature based insults.
魚介類は悪口じゃねえから。
Rika from Made in Abyss.
めんどくせえ。いいだろがい。高倉健みたいな硬派な男が好きなんだよ。
The different art styles are really nicely used in this one too. There's not many that go for this kind of style, tending to use chippy styles more often when it comes to comedy, less animation too.
っていうか慰めろよ誰かよ。世知辛い世の中だ。
Not sliding on the spot.
何読んでんのそれ。え、だっせーな。
I figure she's in love with him, right? But either way, I wanted to give a win for her stepping in when these dicks were being dicks to him. Says a lot about her, methinks.
なんか言うんだてめえ。
綾瀬さんみたいな人が自分に話しかけてくるなんてもうそれしかありません。
Oh, my bad. I thought he was the guy she was on about. But I'm keeping that in, so you know my writing is real and I don't correct everything. But point is, Tanjiro from Demon Slayer.
オカルト好きなんですね。
ああ、うち UFO とか宇宙人とか信じてないから。
UFO じゃなくて UAP。
Personal win, but the vibe this gives off totally puts me in the mind frame of Mob Psycho 100, and that's a win for me.
うるせえな。こっちは今失礼してそんな気分じゃねえんだよ。そのオタク特有の押し付けてくる感じマジうざいから。だから友達いねえんだよ。
I just had to give one for the voice actress's most excellent performance there. I might not know her from anything personally, but that was incredible.
気安く話しかけんな。ごめん、言い過ぎた。
How quickly she goes from being angry to feeling bad is also a credit to her as a character this early on, as we're getting to know her.
宇宙人は信じてないけど、幽霊は信じてる派だから。
いや幽霊なんているわけないでしょ。
That's what I'm talking about with the amazing voice acting from her. It literally had me burst out laughing.
あんた除霊って見たことある？超やばいから取り憑かれた人が痙攣を起こすんだよ。
痙攣は病気でも起きますから。
Oh my god, she's legit outstanding in this role. When you see someone beautifully match what the character is doing on screen to a T, it just blows my mind.
何ここ怖すぎなんだけど、どこが UFO スポットなのよ。
Can't keep bloody well giving her wins the entire way through, so take one here and let's be done with it. Unless something really good happens later on.
宇宙人に誘拐されて人体実験されることを言います。さて、証明してやりましょうか。幽霊なんかいないってこと。
Just had to point out how nice looking the lighting animation was whilst they're in the dark.
おかしくねえわ。うちのばあちゃん霊媒師だって言ったじゃん。おばあちゃん子だったし、両親いないからさ。
そうだったんですか。
Felt like a very sweet moment from her all of a sudden. Totally wasn't expected by me, and it's the first time we start to see them getting along, which is nice too.
でも一番きつかったのは 好きな男子にバカにされた時
Rotating shot in a scene where we begin to learn more of her backstory.
本当はおばあちゃんのことも霊媒師って仕事も特別感あって好きだった。でもうちなんかを引き取ってくれてさ、女で一つで大事に育ててくれて、そんなばあちゃんをうちは信じてる。だからうちは幽霊を信じてる。
Wanted to show this entire scene because, to be honest, it was straight up lovely. Amazing voice acting from her. Sounds so calm and caring for her grandmother and what she's given her. Nice.
まあ確かに。っていうかオカルトくん、電話越しだとシャキシャキしゃべるね。
そうですか。綾瀬さんはなんか話しやすいというか。
Obviously, the footprints looking all bloody is a uh-oh win, but I also wanted to touch on the nice-sounding audio effects used, like an echo as she is close and then walks away through the scene.
おっぱい吸わせてやるからよ。口もっとしゃぶらせろ。
Okay, that was fucking weird. I didn't expect that. Also, though, shockingly, it's Luffy from One Piece. That running reaction was perfection. That animation looking real nice and real creepy. Reminds me of the animation stylings of Devilman Crybaby. Damn, bro, what were we saying about creepy?
我々はセルポ星人、惑星セルポから来たのでそう名乗ってます。
Just like with the old Luffy lady before, I didn't expect things to go down this way for her either. Let's go! Also though, Zoro from One Piece. Let's go!
あなたの荷物はしっかりと管理してあります。
ボロボロじゃねえかよ、弁償しろ。
I don't know which is better, saying you took care of them when you trashed them, or her asking for payment for them.
なので我々は人間のような生殖機能を取り戻すためにあなた方のバナナが欲しいのです。
That zooming through the scene looking so nice and then of course, bananas.
どうですか。だんだんと体が熱くなってきたでしょう。
This anime is so weird and yet it's gaining a win purely for that fact.
電話、タイミングの悪い方がいるようで。
Well, that just earned the anime its second max wins, because I cannot witness what I very much presume is the sexual Luffy granny crawling out of her phone after a righteous kick to the dome, and not give that animation godliness 2 wins. She bit his penis back!
口もちゃぶらせろや。
ちょっとしっかりしてよ。
Her normal reactions to totally fucked up stuff happening is
ちょっ
killing
とし
me.
っかりしてよ。
そうでなければバナナをください。
That sneaky gross comment. It's killing me.
6個早い、年力が定まらない。
我々の大切なバナナを、このバナナ泥棒、セルポ式測量法。
Bruh, the combat animation has no right being this good. It's so bloody smooth. Smooth as a very hot knife slicing through some very hot and thus soft butter. It's smooth basically, you get it, Max!
小学生の頃から空に向かってずっと UFO 呼んでたんですよ。でも来なかった。いくら呼んでも自分のとこには現れてくれなかったんだ。
What starts off as quite a funny scene quickly devolves into a more serious one as we learn about his lonely existence and why he's so interested in UFOs all this time.
でも綾瀬さんはそんな自分をかばってくれたんですよ。
Interesting way it was done too, with him being alone and things being thrown at him and then suddenly she's there. And it stopped. I liked that.
あのちょっとダメな化け物になったなんて。
And then a definite follow-up for that, now that the logic behind him doing so has been firmly and realistically established.
男を見せろ
はい綾瀬さんやっぱ無理っぽいです。
ちょっと諦め早くない？
That was so good. She's the heart of the comedy in this one for me. That was perfection to the extreme.
ごめんねおばあちゃん。あの時はただ恥ずかしかっただけだよ。
お腹の下に力を入れて頭の先から気を
The way the scene is done, with the different weird visuals, but mainly her using her grandmother's words of advice to great use in this horrible instance. That animation goodness when she does it too.
本物だった。おばあちゃんは本物の霊媒師だった。ありがとうおばあちゃん。
I just wanted to quickly add, what a stupidly awesome introduction to the anime. Like, really good.
これならクセ男ぶっ飛ばせるわい。
I'm legit in love with this animation style, and her comparison to before and after was excellent too. I'm loving it. Max again. She destroyed the fake moon / UFO, and also part of the win is her immediate concern for him. Not only another cracking good voice acting example, but she basically did an exorcism on him, I'm guessing. I'm just gonna say, I'm sold on this anime, boys and gals. Excellent choice.
そいつの一物はわしが持ってたよ。わしが一物を持ってる限り小僧の呪いは解けねえ。返して欲しけりゃトンネルに来い。ここはわしには遠すぎる。
Either way, look at those two art styles side by side. Hers is so clean and beautiful looking. Then the spirit's is something entirely different. Like, I'm in awe of that mixture. Him running like this. Also, I gotta add in another reference. It also makes me think of Kill the Kills animation too. I showed that whole thing because my mouth was agape as soon as it hit the building, because I knew what was coming. One of the most stunningly gorgeous looking continuous motion shots I've had the pleasure to see lately. Like, that was insane. The amount of frames used would have been insane. Max wins.
どうしましょうか。
あんたは超能力で呪いを抑えておかないと暴走するし。
すいません。
Crazy good stuff. Like, they're really in the thick of it now. She's holding back the curse and they have nothing on them. To come to this point from where we started is nuts.
ちょっとうちがいなきゃ暴走するよ。
こんなことになったのも全部自分のせいなんで。
It's really lovely of him to want to give her his clothes to see herself home, and he tries to own up to causing all of this in the first place. I really see something building between them.
いいんですか。自分なんかに協力しても。
そういうのめんどくさい。ほら、服着て。
Felt to me like she was stopping that line of thought in its tracks. Maybe because they have far more pressing issues, maybe because her butt was cold, but regardless, I liked her shutting it down.
行くよ。
すいません。
Adorable!
綾瀬さん、服着てください。そうでないとまともに喋れません。
嘘。なんでドキドキしてんの？
These two are friggin' adorable! Let's go!
たまたま高倉健のセリフを言ったからびっくりしただけ。一旦落ち着け、私。ねえ、そういえば名前なんだっ っけ。うち名前覚えるの苦手でさ。
おお、高倉健です。
And therein lies my confusion from the start of the episode. I thought that was his name when I hit up the mail page. What an ending too. So good in fact, it gets max wins. That was so damn good. There was far too much greatness in that ED to get just a single win. Banging song, head-banging cats, being nice to animals is always a win, animation up the wazoo, let's fucking go!
認めないも何も自分は高倉健です。
The pavement and only the pavement! I can't believe how spot on my Mob Psycho 100 earlier was. This was, well, it was hilarious that he fired, but mainly I did want to reference another anime, because this whole segment really reminded me of the Monogatari anime. City scenery shot looking crazy detailed.
今それ言うんですか?
Those effects and her reaction, I'm not sure which was better. Super quick thinking by her, she's awesome! That zoom out and rotating shot being done like it's no big deal. This. And not to be forgotten, that. It's so good because I knew that was going to happen. Bet she'll forget to stop the curse went through my mind, and yet what had happened was still so much better than what went through my head. Kawaii! I can't believe it really is gone, and yet again, her reaction and voice acting only serves to further elevate the scene.
そもそもうちはあんたのオカルト話なんか興味なかったの。あんたがめっちゃ話しかけてきて喧嘩売ってきたんじゃん。
チャンスを逃したくなかったんですよ。自分はずっと友達が欲しかったから。このチャンスを逃したくないって思ったんですよ。
So insanely sweet. I really like that because it shows so much depth to his character that he was so wanting a friend that as soon as he thought it might be possible, he did everything to make it happen.
自分みたいのが話しかけていい人じゃないです。すいませんでした。危険なことに巻き込んでしまって。この件が済んだらまた無視してもらっていいですから。
あんたのそういうとこマジうざい。勝手に他人のこと決めつけて、勝手に自己完結して。
My favourite part about this scene is actually how consistent Tatsu, the mangaka, made her character, because here she says what I spoke about recently, where she's pissed at him putting himself down and presuming things. She puts a stop to it before, and here she outright says it's a part of him she dislikes. I love that writing.
あんたに友達がいないのは、あんたが遠ざけてるからだろ。無視していいなんて言わないでさ。普通にオカルトの話しようぜ。
And then take another here for the follow-up. She doesn't coddle him, she sets him straight, tells him his problem, and then wraps up by saying they can still be friends after this. Again, love that writing, baby.
おい、なんか言え。
Such a small thing, but such an adorable thing all the same. If the last one was adorable, this one was painfully adorable. Come on.
ブス
100% unexpected, 100% hilarious, 200% really nice to see them returning to being like this again.
もしかしておばあさん帰ってきたんじゃないですか？
静かにして。
That was genuinely creepy, and it's purely because she's a bit freaked out and the sound is weird.
前にばあちゃんが言ってた。うちの呼び鈴は2つあるって。1つは人間用、もう1つは悪霊用。
You know a creepy scene is creepy when it makes me, master of horror movies, meaning I've watched a ton of them over the years, crane my neck to see the front door, even though it makes no difference. I'm not sure which I liked more, walking her top half through the scene like that so well, especially as she goes around his shoulder, or that they went all video gamey suddenly. In fact, I'm just going to come out and say it, I love this anime, even just 1 and a bit episodes in. Amazing pick from the patrons. It's times like this, I love doing my job. It's such a great anime. Take one more whiff how great it is.
何これ。マジやばいんですけど。違う。
Right away, I like how this is done because it doesn't feel like a joke where they'll be absolutely fine no matter what. Instead, this definitely serves to raise the stakes on their safety. Three back-to-back single wins. 1, her remaining so calm during all this really speaks to her character. 2, it's for the lovely rotating and panning shot. And 3, genuinely creepy looking.
あなた方は悪い人たちだ。約束を破ったでしょう。
Bruh, that is so unique looking. I mean, it reminds me of a video game that has incredible different to normal types of bosses or something. It's just totally not what you'd think would happen next in the story, you feel me? Her saving him like a legend. That's getting max wins for doing exactly what I was just talking about with the whole huge video game type boss win. There are a few better examples than this where it makes total sense to use CGI.
何あの悪霊。
No running on the spot.
でもオカルの呪いを抑えてたんじゃうまく超能力使えないし。綾瀬さん。
Turning into quite the JoJo situation here with her trying to concentrate on holding back the curse and figure out how to deal with the alien whilst trying to fight back. Not running on the spot whilst holding back a curse.
綾瀬さん、
今度は何？
自分が戦います。呪いを解いてください。
Keep talking about her as a character, but this is the first time I get a big vibe from him, which I'm glad to see as he steps up to fight using the curse.
うわー、綾瀬さん！早く！
For the hype of everything going down, the sound effects as she does her thing, and the animation in the process of the curse taking over his body followed by that big attack, it's max wins! I'll be real, that music kicking in as he leaps with her safely through the smoke and fog whilst looking like a badass also had to equal max.
意識ははっきりしてるんだけどよ。気分が落ち込んでよ。
その喋り方なんなんだよ。
Feels super creative to make him speak differently when he's in this form too. That's a nicely added touch.
バカ！ 前見ろ前
How the battle wasn't one where he changed and just straight up kicked its ass within seconds and then it's all over. Instead he coughed up tons of blood and she still had to quickly save him.
なのに奴に与えたダメージは指5本だけですよ。あんなのどうやって倒すんですかよ。
知らねえようちに切れんな
It's so small but so funny to me that he starts off sounding normal, then gets pissed and she tells him off for it.
あいつの手を地面につかせたらさこっちの勝ちじゃね
綾瀬さん天才っすか
She really is such an awesome character. So damn good, man. This anime is something else entirely. Again, she's awesome. She supported him with holding back the curse whilst making the alien topple and winning the day. That was so good. That was a huge plot twist from where I come from.
戻った。
世話が焼けるわ
How even in this state she was able to keep him from fully turning.
てめえはうちを怒らせたぜ雑魚宇宙人
Here is where pretty much every other anime would have had her immediately kick ass, but instead here she's blasted into the wall. Doesn't mean it won't come very soon, but it's just unexpected.
この深さならよ鳥居の外にいるってことになるよな
She was actually using this to her advantage during the fight. Two back-to-back max winsies here. Firstly, you've got a unique fight ending in a unique way with her dodging, bringing Ken to her outside there, and then bringing the ward out there too. Then you've got just this stunning looking art style on it being destroyed, making me think of Berserk and such levels of style of drawing in the manga. Plus they won the fight. Let's go.
オカル戻ったよほら
Not pulling the classic, get off me and punching him in the face or whatever. Instead, just a lovely hug of joy.
あれなんか目が回るあやばい
綾瀬さん
Again, really good writing. She blacks out, but it's not treated like a gag. Instead, he's now in trouble. And here is said trouble with some really nicely done animation as his hand changes. I mean, goodness me. Don't care, totally scoring one more for that ending. Such a good anime.
ここでいい下ろせ死にたくなかったらとっとと失せな
Vanessa from Black Clover. This anime keeps making me think of other great anime. That totally made me think of Jujutsu Kaisen with Nabara? She's the one who uses the nails, right?
ほらかかってこい
Unexpected Kawaii Grandmother! That's a first for that win on this channel! Also the countryside and only the countryside!
その線から出たら死ぬぜそいつは結界だからよ
This lady is sick, she carries a giant baseball pencil! Oh, so well done as it goes slightly outside the barrier and burns!
ほらちゃんと頑張れ線から出ちまうぜ。
Max wins so early into episode 3, but how can I not issue them out? That initial hit nearly got it on its own, but the follow-up easily pushed it over the edge.
あばよ。
Amazing transition from the end of the battle to her suddenly waking up in bed, which of course makes us wonder what the hell happened to Ken?
そんなことよりちょっと話あんだけど。
Hairstyle?
よせよ、こんな話信じるな。悪霊なんかいねえし、わしは偽物だ。
おばあちゃん。ごめんなさい。うちが間違ってました。
A scene I had to show all of because I figured she'd come in and lose her shit or attack or whatever, not actually take the time to say a proper sorry for what she said all that time ago. That's awesome. So much not running on the spot. What is this, One Piece?
うちが無理やりあんなとこ行かせたから。ごめん、おかれ。
Bruh, I love her as a character so much for moments like this. Plus, they just killed it with the choice of voice actress. I didn't expect her to slam the door, but I loved his reaction. Great choice for his voice actor too. Their budding dynamic might be my favorite thing about the whole anime right now.
しかし、ターボババアとはよ、また厄介なやつに手出したな。昔は100キロババアとか呼ばれててよ、全国各地で暴れ回ってた近代妖怪だぜ。
Didn't even know I was missing this until it suddenly appeared. But heck yes, give me some lore on spirits and I'm a happy boy.
異様だったぜ。あまりの霊気の強さにトンネルに近づくことさえできなかった。
Adding this just shows how serious the situation is for Ken.
ケンさんっておめえ、そのガキ大好きだよ。
いや違うから、こいつのことじゃないから。
おい、告られてんぞ。どんな気分だ。違うっつってん
だろ、俳優の方だって。
This entire damn segment, it's like a proper grandmother and grandchild or something. I don't know, it's so good.
わしの結界術はこの土地に住む神様の力を借りてるに過ぎねえ。わしらの住む神越市を出たらこの能力は使えねえ。
Giving a solid lore reason why she's unable to help them and how it all works.
いや、しょうがないじゃん、そんなの。
でも綾瀬さんは違ったじゃないですか。自分も助けて化け物もやっつけて。だけど次あんなことがあったら自分が綾瀬さんを助けられるように頑張りますから。だから幻滅してほしくないっす。
Taking the time to go over their huge battle is a nice touch for this part of the episode, not just thundering past it and on to the next arc or whatever.
友達をやめないでください。
幻滅なんかしないし、考えすぎ。
Her continued way of dealing with him when he's like this.
自分は喉乾いたんで水ください。
I wonder if that's what he really wanted to say.
また年齢も20歳ではなく27歳だったということです。
こいつはラーメンじゃなくてカレー好きってところも訂正しろや。
Her continued efforts, but also how she was right the whole time about the lad she did the readings for.
やばい、オカルンがトイレ行きたいんだって。
行けや。
いや、これマジでやばい案件なんだって。障害物とかでオカルンが見えないと呪いが解けちゃうの。つまりオカルンがトイレしてるとこ見てなきゃいけないんだよ。
Honestly, not something I ever thought the mangaka would address, and yet here we are with it totally being addressed.
なんつうのかな、オカルンにオーラが見えるっていうか。
オーラ？
そのオーラをギューって握りつぶすとオーラが小さくなって、そこの木とか石ころにもある。うちはそのオーラをつかめて自由に動かせる。届く範囲は狭いけどね。
I love how an explanation was given to how she's doing what she's doing. That's so rare in anime.
冷たい。
どう？変身してる。ダメじゃん。
So good. You think there's major progress, and then that.
てめえ人んちでクソしようなんていい度胸じゃねえか。こっちも必死なんだ。
I'm at a point where I don't know whether to laugh at the scene or be impressed with how much she's improving her abilities in real time.
この家で勢いだけで走れると思うね。大変なことになるぞ。
やるな高倉健。
And now, I'm just laughing.
屈辱的だ。お前が言うな。
Ooh, this anime is truly something special. I'm getting a strong vibe of that. Praise be to the mangaka and the most excellent team who animated this godly anime.
当分トイレ姿見られなきゃいけないっすか。
こっちのセリフ。ばあちゃん出た。ターボババアが。ばあちゃん。ばあちゃん。
This show might get a lawsuit for whiplash at this rate. I'm laughing my socks off and suffering cold tootsies, and suddenly Grand Luffy is back and she's bleeding from the nose and I'm confused and cold. It's just GLPT. It's Max Wins.
ガキが見た人間は全員呪い殺せるのさ。わしをなめるんじゃねえぜ。てめえに時間なんかやらねえ。
Such great writing, get out of here! I always praise, funny enough, in the likes of One Piece how differently the battles are handled to other anime. But here, this anime is doing the same. You think they'd have a training montage and they're off to beat the old curse and cure him, but no, she does this.
耳からも血出てるし、頭とか痛くない？
モモ、何があったか聞こうじゃねえか。
As I mentioned before, if scenes like that do anything really good, it's reminding us that there are real-world consequences going on when dealing with this clearly extremely powerful foe.
うざいうざい。ババアの小言がうるせえな。行こうかな。
モモ。
んだよしつけえな。
死ぬなよ。
Two heartfelt moments in one episode. Firstly, when she does a deep bow and said she was sorry, and now this, where she shows how worried she is, but also how much she cares.
マジで許さねえターボババア。
すいません、自分のために。
ちげえわ。奴はうちの大切なもんを傷つけようとしやがった。
It's funny how they were suddenly on the train, kinda weird looking with everyone normal on the train too, but my win is actually for her cutting him off at the pass before he could say sorry again. Legend!
おばあさんが着とけって。
誰がそんなもん着るか。ギャルはおしゃれが戦闘服なの。
The train is magical!
いや、ここはレディーファーストで。
見て、うち涙目。
カスカスです。横並びならフェアですよ。
How could she be so kawaii though?
ちょっとオカル、うちより後ろにいんじゃん。
ああ、ずるい綾瀬さん。そう言って後ろに来てんじゃないですか。かけろ。
It's actually hilarious that they keep trying to slyly be behind one another and then their little fight.
だってババアだよ。あのデカさ経験したらババアなんて。
でかっ。
やだやだ、こんなのあり。こっち向かってきてね。
Dandadan does a cracking good job of setting up some creepy moments, and like I said, I live and breathe proper horror movies.
これ貸して。やれるはず。行け。
What a spirit to have to deal with as your first one. We're not counting the alien, right?
嘘。
ちょっと綾瀬さん、どうしたんですか。
なんで見えない。
Just the very largest of JoJo's situations when she can take away his power and is now blocking both sides of the friggin' tunnel.
足で負けるのが怖えのかよ。こんな力技かっこ悪いわ。仮にもターボババって名前でしょ。
The grandmother and her advice really coming into play here at the last second.
ちょっと待って、あいつ数え方おかしい。
綾瀬さん。
Just when I think there's some normality going on in the story, I'm thrown in front of a GLPT truck as she counts weird and then suddenly grabs our girl.
やめろ、そんな数え方おかしいだろ。ルール守るって言ったじゃないかよ。
数え方言われてね。ヤンプ。
That's what she's doing? Damn, man, it's like getting a wish done. You gotta dot your I's and cross your T's.
おっぱいすませろ。
どうなってやがる。力が入らねえ。まさかこの装束のせいか。
It's another GLPT, but for a totally different reason. What the actual fuck? He bit the ghost tit? I'm losing it.
この握りつぶされる感覚。
わかるぜ。見えなくてもよーくわかる。ババア本体が入ってくれちゃってるからよ。はっきりと。
Go on, girl. You get her. I love her and this anime. As is fitting with Luffy here, I'm reminded of how often I talk about One Piece being anti-anime, and Dandadan is no different right now. Was meant to be a race, get her out the city where she's strong, suddenly they're fighting here, everything changed. Ah, that was so close though!
どうぎゃうわ足をこのガキから出しやがれ。
捕まえたぜクソだら。どういたぶってやろうか。
This is like the best possible result. He keeps the power, I'm guessing, and we get to keep Luffy in the anime too. That was totally unexpected too! Whoever came up with the idea to have him jog on the spot until she was ready deserves a raise, but also just getting out of the range of the attack again.
ももちゃんが重くてカーブ曲がりきれねえ。
嘘でしょ。
本気出すぜ。
やば、ヘリコプターみたいじゃん。
もう無理。
Had to show all that because it was one hilarious thing after the next. Him being all calm saying they're about to fall, a little shimmy sham action during the fall, him doing helicopter legs only to immediately run out of steam, and of course the entire city being done from different angles. So of course it scores max wins for all that.
力出せるの2回だっけ。でも距離開いたんじゃない。
I'm utterly in love. It's Max again. The way it's written and voiced and animated is perfection all around. So her thinking they got space between them and the crab, and it's suddenly there, is amazing. Plus the animation.
やば、結構人いるし。
何あれ、めっちゃおんぶしてんじゃん。
超必死じゃねウケる。
The realism in how the city isn't entirely empty even this late at night.
マジ勘弁。カニなんかに食われてたまるかい。どうせカニなら食いたいわ。
That destruction animation looking so good there.
いらっしゃいませ。何名様ですか。2人でーす。2階上がって。狭いとこなら追ってきづらいはず。かっけえの一個。
Ah, man! That scream as she shouts too! And then thinking it can't get up the stairs, so it jumps through the floor in her reaction. Getting to see what real people are witnessing. Obviously they can't see the crab, but they do everything else.
閉まるってことはさ、筋繊維が硬くなって動きが鈍くなるんじゃね。
She really is so smart. Get her out of here.
何あれ。
I've said it before and I'm saying it again, the mangaka really knows how to make a creepy scene, and of course the animators bringing it to life like the legends they are.
Momo-chan, 曲がりきれねえ。
this already. The animation is superb, easily the quality of the likes of greats such as Jujutsu Kaisen to my eyes. Plus it was so sick to see her actively aiding him using her powers too. Purely and simply an absolute joy to behold that was. I say again, just like the quality of Jujutsu Kaisen, I am so blown away by how good this season has turned out, nearing the halfway point. You have no idea. There's so many frames involved, even in something as simple as this scene. Get out of here! I gotta drop another max. Her being so smart and using her powers to create wind resistance to slow them down, and then him transforming one more time to aid them in landing, it's so good! Classic of the mangaka's excellent writing here to have things look real good for a moment, only for it to go to shit just as fast as she turns up and attacks them. Lovely block from her though. As a visual, it looks great, but I suddenly thought, the son of a bitch Cubhead felt like it needed the win too randomly.
なら1秒もらうわ。うちの能力はあらゆるものをつかめる。
She's like a Mensa level genius or something, no? What a way to get out of a very tight JoJo situation, I love it! This feels like it has to be a GLPT. Again, it's his damn writing. You think they're definitely going to get away and she somehow catches up to them again? I'm still losing it.
負けのレールによ。
That view though!
でもこの勝負はうちの勝ちだ。 And another max for not only a stunning win and how it was done, but how beautiful looking the animation was done as soon as they hit the city limits. I'm in awe of that one.
本当はこんな手荒な真似したくなかった。ここでおめえくらいの女の子たちが乱暴されてバラバラにされて捨てられた。彼女たちだって悪霊になりたくてなったわけじゃねえ。
Wow. Talk about adding in a dark piece of lore to what originally made her appear? Seems like a serial killer murdered a bunch of young girls and together they formed spirits that pulled her in?
でも死者が生きてる人間を襲っちまったらダメだ。
Her reaction says so much about her and it's all good.
やってるよ。高倉家のこと全部燃やしたる。
ケン様を人質に取るとかマジ人間じゃねえ。
先にバカとの人質に取ったのてめえだろうが。
Really wouldn't be an episode of Dandadan if a lovely, heartfelt and sad moment wasn't followed up by something funny like these two fighting over a bunch of crab.
男がグダグダうるせえぞ。おめえ本当にチンコついてんのか？
ありますよ。取り返してくれてありがとうございます。
見せてみろ。
は？
ちゃんとついてんのか見せてみろってんだよ。
I'm really starting to love this lady. She wants to see his thing.
綾瀬さんどうにかしてください。行かれてやがるこの家。
I can't really do anything but laugh.
次は逃がさねえ。
絶対見せねえ。
寒い。
Such a naturally funny way of writing and then voicing the lines, my god. And then she walks off like a damn crab.
ほっといていいよあんなの。どうせ本気じゃないから。オカルンカニ食べないし、テンション低いから盛り上げようとしたんじゃね?
The Grand just totally had her own lovely moment there once again, with this being revealed, bless her.
それじゃあさよなら。
バイバイ。
さよなら。さよなら。
さよなら。オカルン。
お。
また明日。
はい。
What an absolutely brilliant way to end the episode, with neither of them feeling right about simply saying goodbye after what they've gone through. That was perfect.
どうってことないさ。昨日の夜散々練習したんだ。抜かりはない。
The variations of his good mornings he acted out.
いや待てよ。いくら仲良くなったからっていきなり校門で待ってくれたりするか。これは誰か別の人を待ってるに違いない。
I'm such a big fan of how this scene was played out. Of course, he'd naturally feel insanely awkward about what he should do. Are they friends now? Do they greet one another? And so on.
スルーするのが正解だ。
遅いし。行こう。
And then I'm just left with the biggest smile on my face when it's revealed that she was indeed waiting there for him. Let's go!
UFO で超遠いところから来んじゃん。UFO なんか絶対超むさ苦しいよね。っていうかあいつら普段何食べてんだろう。なんだと思う?
How their talk is kicked right off from pretty much where it was left off. Also, how into the whole thing she naturally is now, given what they went through.
じゃあな。言ってえのてめえ。邪魔だボケ。
ちょっと早くどいてくんない？マジうざい。
After everything that has happened, I totally forgot about how shitty his school life sadly was right now.
なぜなら自分には素晴らしい友達ができたからだ。
I felt that damn impact myself, it was so well done, but also his face was amazing there, as was hers in his memory. I'm so happy watching this right now, you have no clue!
宇宙人の話がしたい。
I love it. Her friends think she is still caught up over her ex, and meanwhile, she really wants to be with him so they can chat about aliens and such.
綾瀬さんと話したい。幽霊の話がしたい。
And then one more because he wants to talk to her about ghostly stuffs.
ずっとこと来い。
オカルンと話したい。
早く挽回しなきゃ嫌われてしまう。
話したい話したい。
誰?
They're kind of on a different wavelength here, but ultimately both have the same goal, which is to be closer to one another, which I dig.
学食行ってみるか。
They gave this whole scene just the most lovely and wholesome sounding music as they try to find one another.
すいません、綾瀬さん。
ごめん、オカルン。いた！オカルンいた！
They found one another and totally did a little kiss thing from the looks of things.
ずっと探してたんですよ、綾瀬さんのこと。
だからこっちのセリフうろうろしてんじゃねえし。
自分のこと探してくれてたんですか？
そうだよ、もう休み時間終わっちゃうじゃん。
The only thing that could have made this scene better was them both saying they were looking for each other, to dispel any notion that they didn't want to see one another, and that's exactly what happened.
するわけないでしょ。ちょっと待ってよ。てめえが拒否してんじゃねえぞ、このハゲ。ハゲてません。目見えてます。
噂も真面目な歌詞マジさぶクソメガネ。
はい、今メガネの人全員敵に回しましたから。
The hand slap of godliness that started the whole thing, and then just one of the best anime arguments I've had the absolute pleasure of watching in all my time watching anime. They're perfect for these roles because of how well they gel together.
やば。めっちゃ仲いいじゃん。
Highlighting this for how good the music is too in this one.
中庭でキスしてたんだって。どんなやつ？何組？だからちぎって言ってんだろかい。
I can't believe I've never heard of her in a main role because she's fantastic. I really and truly hope she gets many more mainline roles after this.
本当は綾瀬さんと話したくて仕方がないんですよ。
It's equal amounts wholesome with the things he is saying and funny with the girls doing girl things here.
そんな全力で拒否らなくてよくない？友達なら軽くシャレで流してたじゃん、今まで。らしくないじゃん。
The first understanding we get as the viewer that maybe she might have deeper feelings for him brewing after all, given how she's responded to this happening.
すいません。
ごめんなさい。大丈夫ですか
？2 wins, 1 kawaii, and 2 a Chaco from My Hero Academia.
本当にごめんなさい。
自分が悪いんです。気にしないでください。
This freaking guy.
いや、あれはうちが悪いわ。何あれ？友達いないとか言ってなかったっけ？しかもちょっと可愛いし。
How in her internal monologue she does understand that she started it, which she legit did, but then when this moment came I was all giddy and stuff. It was amazing.
あのオタク、超アホ面してたし。あれ完全に落ちたよね。
Well, that's horrible and sad and legit unexpected. I thought it was maybe a ghost or something, not just some bitch.
夢見せてあげてるんだしよくない？あのオタクメガネも幸せだ。
What a beautiful way to handle that situation. Made me proper laugh out loud too.
綾瀬さん。
オーカル、一緒に帰ろ。今日もイカしてるね、そのメガネ姿。バカ女にはわかんねえか。オカルンの魅力は男を落とすより頭にたらい落としてる方がお似合いだぜ。
Oh, baby, I love the way you earn max wins. That was so good, it should be ashamed of itself. But I bet it isn't. She just crushed it. Knocked it out of the park. What a living legend.
ごめんオーカルン、うち最低な態度取ってた。中庭でキスしたみたいになってなんかテンパっちゃって。
Her doing this means a lot to me, saying that she's sorry, but also going further and explaining why she felt that way. I don't know if this counts as a rotating shot, but I'm saying it does.
ナイス。
何が？
弾？
あ？
弾がないっす。
His pulse being gone and her laughing.
それで安心して弾までは気づけなくて。さーっておめい。
Her back there spinning around. I can't with this anime, man.
よし、じゃあ始めるぜ。人形に札つけたな。
Do not ask me why, but that little thumbs up from her was so adorable it needed a win.
このバカチンが！
なんすかこれ？え？
I seriously cannot with this anime, bruh. Totally unexpected and totally awesome.
はいや、なんなのマジで。どこ行った草富くん。
So very much animation in the same scene though.
捕まえた。
Not running, having grabbed the spirit on the spot.
てめえはわしの言うことを聞くしかねえんだよ。さっさとやれよ。
I keep getting shocked over and over again because here I figured Kitty Luffy had lost all her powers pretty much, but then she can do this to him and I'm, as stated, totally shocked again.
そういうのめっちゃストレス。なえるぜ。
なんで？ターボババアを追い出したのになんで変身できんの？バカな、どうなっ
I was totally wrong and am totally shocked again. She clearly didn't cause it and he can still transform. Let's continue to go.
だから友好的に行こうぜ。あんたが弾返してくれたらうちらもあんたの力返すよ。ね。
クソだらが。
I'm glad this was brought up again, meaning their shared sadness for the loss of life those girls went through. You never know, she might end up being like Dimple from Mob Psycho 100 to a degree.
そんなことわしが知るかよ。
She's a little bit like Dimple, I guess. I just adored their joined reaction to her not caring that someone or something may have taken off with the nuts.
綾瀬さんって超可愛いじゃん。ずっと仲良くなりたいって思ってたんだよね。
綾瀬さんが可愛い。そんなの考えたことなかった。
Just like I felt something was starting to maybe brew in her the last episode, it now feels the same for my boy.
頼むって。
誰がそんな噂流してんですか。
はあ？お前これどういうつもり？やんの？
噂流してんのは誰かって聞いてんだぜ。ももちゃんはよ、そんなんじゃねえんだわ。
I'd love to see what they can see from their point of view. Hopefully it's just him being suddenly really strong and looking the same. But you best believe I lost it when he broke out like this and defended her honor. Firstly, half the win is how impressive it is that the voice actor can do the cool guy and this version so differently. Secondly, it's this reaction once he sat down.
超可愛いじゃん。
可愛い。
She really is, and he just said it out loud in front of her.
てか止まれよ。何逃げてんだよ。違うんですって。
She's absolutely the kind of person to chase him down to get an answer, and I love her so much for it.
C 組のやつに聞いたの。あ、わかる。モモの悪口言われて男子と揉めたんだってさ。何それ。
I'm so happy that she's found out about this already.
でもこんなパーフェクトな私にも怒りプンプンなことがあって、あのクソ女を陥れるためにピッチ疑惑を流してやったのに。
Learning where the rumor came from, but also I thought it was well done how the music was light and fluffy, and yet the words being spoken were anything but.
私はあの時はっきり見たの。あの女に悪魔の翼が生えているの。
That's a shocking twist that elevates her from side character seen for 3 minutes in an episode to potentially a hell of a lot more.
美少女すぎるから。その証拠にこんなものが空から降ってきたし。金の玉。
A Ken's Golden Ball related twist.
あれ
How well this was done fitting in with the storyline from when they first beat Turbo Luffy Nanny. Holy golden balls, I've got to get 3 wins here. Firstly, it's for this piece of art. I mean, look at it. Secondly, it's for this hugely long sequence of animation as she pockets the nugget of testiness into her pocket. That's Max.
ちょっと待って、あれ何？赤いワンピースの女がいる。
Wow, she can even see spirits. This just keeps on getting better and better. That is so good.
こっちを見ろってんだよ。
自分ターボババアがどっか行かないか見張ってるんですよ。
I continue to adore watching their dynamic grow and change over time, but also part of the win has to be Turbo down there rather cutely consuming some grub.
なんでてめえに指図されなきゃならねえんだよ。
てめえはうちに負けたからだよ。
ちょっとだ、クソだら、やってやんよ。
おい、来いよ。そんなことより
Having Kitty Dimples in this is such an amazing addition, I swear.
ただ人間が拾った場合、人によっては霊力が覚醒して霊が見えるようになったりする。
Ah, that's why! What a great reason!
二人同時に相手できるのか。近づいてきてる。赤いワンピースの女が。
I think this might be the third time I've said it now, but the mangaka legit knows how to create a creepy scene. This anime is always doing things I don't expect. I thought she'd hold the cross and or the book could do something, not her friends to harshly knock her down and pin her. I wrote the last win, so how do you think I felt when this bloody happened? When you think about what that ball is under the gold, it becomes really, really funny. Yeah, it's so good.
違います。その人は妙な女じゃありません。彼女は妙な女に狙われてる人です。やっと手に入れた愛だ。
How that whole thing was set up, him running towards them yelling and suddenly her being grabbed, how the scene changed colour and everything else, it's Max wins for that.
愛だが私を見えるようになるまでずっと待ってたんだよ。
Damn! Remember what I said about looking creepy? Also though, Palm from Hunter x Hunter.
お母さん。
お母さんですよ。
スカイマン。
Oh snap, it's even better than I thought because it's seemingly her mother or mother spirit or something.
おったまげ。
Who dodged it like this?
手縛られてて思い通りにいかない。
Her trying to help him is great, but the whole thing is turning into another epic looking boss fight and I'm totally here for it, baby.
あの時お母さんって言ってくれたじゃない。嬉しかったわ。
Oh, okay, maybe not a mother then? I'm confused, but let's go.
いや、アクロバティックサラサラだな。
ちょっとそれムーコのスマホじゃない。何パクって検索してんだよ。
Even little things like this are amazing to me. It's so simple, but the idea that she stole her friend's phone to use the internet is fucking hilarious.
そんなこと言う子じゃなかった。
ママ、早く手立て外して。
あ、これ無理だわ。
私のアクロバティックは暴風。あらゆるものを巻き込んで吹き飛ばす。
Bruh, the mangaka might legit be a fan of like video games or something. I really keep getting that vibe from moments like this.
言えっつってんだよクソが。お母さんって言え。このクソ野郎。
How she still sticks to her guns even in this situation and refuses to call her mother. What a legend she is in this story.
敬語使えやクソだら。わしゃ大先輩だぜ。
どうやら死にてえらしいわ。
Might we be lucky enough that she's gonna stick around in this anime in the end?
あの女が持ってたロザリオな。ありゃライターだ。モモはそのライターでてめえの髪に引火させた。
Totally reminds me of JoJo. All the pieces of the solution were given in the lead up, like everyone saying the cross smelt of oil, and suddenly she's using it to light her on fire. With that animation on the flames and pulling them out of its mouth, and then that cool little stopping the lighter and flicking it shut move she did, it's Max wins again.
救出成功。反撃開始だクソだら。
An amazing end to an amazing video. One of the largest first half videos I've made, I'm betting. Cannot wait for the second half now. See you soon for it. That'll do it for this one, ladies and gents. Watch the second half right now on Patreon if you fancy it. Vote in everything I cover, get early access to everything else, including everything great about One Piece. Visit patreon.com/TheHonestGamer for more. Steelers, Doggos for Lunch, Vakalurth, Johannes, GoView, Gerlag, Nathan, Trails Reference Detected, Sir Sleepyhead, Christina Hines, Marcel29, Bobby B1701, Burn Wolfdog, Sean Graves, Dallerman, Atrachius, Guru Thor, Emerald Ember, Joe, Emerald, Lee Maths, Sal, JHL10, Juice, Mary, Chrono, The Swedish Muggle, Marcellus the Roman, Lily, Nexus47, AdmiralNugget, Microwaved Toast, Cody Tiffany, Jameson Johnson, Curtis Daniels Jr., Tomo Sandy, Tall Flipkick, Henrik Jensen, Roll Tide West, Ernacia Svaltos, David Ferrix, Olive Wolf, Furious Mo, Salt Lover, Jokerims, Alexei Pulvinen, Dravona, Rimuru, Gamer Ludwig, Onks Caliph, Mushwin, Shadow Cleanser, Don, Robert Jackson, Sakomi Aurorum, Thembo, Starkip, Miran Adran, Cody Niemeyer, Vinicius Lionel, Austin Manning, Sarcastic Truth, Hit of the Wicked, Thrasher 340, Owen Haloran, Extinct Hero, Alexander Schwartz, Dante Sol, Rodies, Dragon Boy 1, Display 7, Soviet Spud, Gaster 1294, Jason Jepson, Iso, Cameron, Modavirum, Knuckle Duster, Ota A. Bodanisi, Christian Tvasa, Matthew Barr, Ruby Rose, Ghost Rider 176, Commander Cyrus, Cloud Garden, Woof, Luis Finito, Minimasher, Garrett Vermeesh, Ryan DeViris, AJokerXD, Willyman, Laxor, TRS, Liam Gagati, Kai158, Mr. Firecool, Wacky Normal, Ziox44, Lionel Schultz, Kevin Elston, Nozomi, Nick Monaco, Marvin, Satokiyari, Devikel, Christopher Willis, Laxus, Michael, SK Baby, Cecilia, Nick Wyndham, Guru, Cedric, Kevin102, Sean, Dragonstorm 35, Kelnock, Marquez, Gabe, Q-Flash, 420 Blazing Ken 425, Brainless Ben, Oliver Smiley Reacts, Yor Edvinson, Kepan, Kyle Jones, Peter Milligan, John, The Element Taylor Wars, Amadillo, Nick Pell, Keeper, Jason Davies, Nightly Winter, Matthew Blancet, Oscar I. Lopez, Jaffa 6263, Storm 970, Isel Caldera, Kevin Nelter, Ali 50, Birdwithoutaword, 1928, Kofi Ismail, Headshot Hunter, Brandon Creyer,